Alright, I'm going to try to make these videos short and straight to the point. So, this video is going to be what is Forex. I'll be covering what Forex is, how Forex works, and how you can make money from Forex. So to start, Forex is short for foreign exchange, which means it's foreign exchange, exchange of currencies, foreign currencies, and domestic currencies, etc., etc. I believe you can trade Forex from anywhere in the world. I reside in the United States, so I trade with the dollar, but I also trade every pair. All right, so realistically, you can find pretty much all the information you need right over here on Baby Pips. You can pretty much find this will give you the breakdown of everything. But for time's sake, I will go over most of this stuff really quick. The Forex market is a currency exchange market. Money is being exchanged on a daily basis to and from bank institutions, from countries, from everything. So, for example, the stock market is a $50 billion a day market, I believe, is what this will say, meaning it trades $50 billion per day within the market. Now, Forex trades $5 trillion a day within the market. Yeah, this is it right here, the liquidity. So we're talking about 50 billion versus 5 trillion per day. It's not even comparable. You can make a lot of money in stocks. You can make a lot of money trading anything really, but the liquidity, meaning the amount of potential you can make in a small period of time, is enormous. Forex brokers typically they also allow you to use very high margin. Not that I recommend it. Not that you should exploit that, but you can have large margin leverage, aka leverage, meaning you can have an account with $100, $50, $1,000, and you can rapidly grow that. I mean, significantly in stocks. Typically, without like 10, 15, $20,000, I would say probably over $25,000, you will have a very hard time growing an account. It will take you longer than needed. It will take a long time. Forex, it's not that way. You can make a lot of money, you can lose a lot of money, and both very quickly. You can learn how the whole exchange works. I don't think it's necessary to know how, like, for instance, I'll go with a pair that might be very common, which is the euro dollar. The euro dollar, everybody knows what the euro is, everyone knows what the dollar is. This is the euro dollar pair, meaning, all right, so there's always a pair in Forex. There's always a one side, a left side, and a right side. The base meaning being the dollar, and then I forget the exact terminology, but basically you're saying that how many dollars does it take to buy a euro? How many dollars does it cost to buy a euro? So let's just say the dollar becomes very strong. The dollar increases in price, which is this here. The more this increases, this is the dollar index. So the more valuable the dollar becomes, that means it costs less dollars to buy a euro, right? So if the dollar is more valuable, that means that this will drop because this becomes easier to buy, becomes less expensive to buy for the dollar. That's useful information. It's not necessary, in my opinion, to become a trader, to trade, to make money. Now, how it works is, unlike stocks where you're buying particular stock at a set price and you're getting shares for them, it doesn't work that way. Just the same way as options trading, you're buying contracts and those contracts increase or decrease with price. Same as stocks, they increase or decrease with price. This doesn't necessarily work that way. The way it works is you're taking a position, whether long or short. I'm not sure who's listening, what type of people I'm reaching here. So you can make a lot of money when it goes up. You can make just as much money when it goes down. It doesn't matter to us. It only matters that we know there's a move happening and we're going to be a part of that move in that direction. I don't ever care if it goes up or down. I just want to be in the move if it's in the direction that it's going, right? So In Forex, you're not really attaining like a stock. You're not attaining a contract, obtaining it and expecting the price to go up or down. You're basically taking a position with a certain size. So let's just like you have several different sizes you can choose from. Before I get into the sizes, I will get into how this moves. These are called pips. Let's just use this for example. The current price of this is 1.0601, and then the last decimal does not count. That is called the micro pip. That doesn't necessarily is not necessarily counted. The pip actually is the number after the last decimal. So in this case, it is, well, it's right there, 106024. So we'd say 10602. Now, if this goes up to 106023, this is a 4-hour chart, so it's very difficult to get an exact price. Let's just go to the 5-minute. This increases 1 pip. It goes up 1 pip right here to 3.4. That's 1 pip. It's not 10 pips because of the 10-point difference. And if it goes up to 12.4, then that's 10 pips, etc., etc. I mean, and so the way it works is you choose a lot size. You can choose a micro lot, which a micro lot is this much. I hate the terminology 1 cent or something like that. Some people say it's called the micro lot, aka 1,000 units. A mini is 0.10, which is 10,000 units, and a standard lot, which is a whole standard lot, is 100,000 units. I guess you're basically saying you're buying 1,000 units of this exchange, or 10,000 units, or 100,000 units. Of course, you're not able to afford that if you're doing it by dollars. There's not many people that can buy 100,000 of anything. So that's the way it works, right? So the way it works is, let's just say you enter this with 1 lot. Let's not say a lot. A lot is a high amount for those of you that don't trade. A mini is something that very, very, very novice traders start with. You can actually make some decent money as a very beginner, and it feels, you can get your feet wet. You can feel like you're making money. You can feel like you're losing money. It's enough that you feel the movement. So let's just say we have a mini, aka mini, or a 10.10, right? That means for every pip this moves, you will make $1. You will make $1 for every pip that moves. So if this, for instance, let's just say hypothetically this move here, this is a very big move. I'll just be exaggerated. You take an entry here at even, right? 0.106000. Let's say you enter that and you make it all the way up here. It feels good, and you get out. You're seeing this movement, and you say, okay, I'm gonna get out right around here. You see the difference now is from 0.106000 to here. We got out here. So 0.106. I'm not gonna say all these numbers. I'm gonna assume you guys can read this. We made 61 pips here. So that means you would have made $61 from this move. This is a 15-minute chart. It took 15, 30, 45, a couple hours. I mean, you could have got out up here. You could have got out here. You could have held. You could have held all the way till you made nothing because it came all the way back down. But the bottom line is you would have made $60. That doesn't seem like a lot of money, but that can happen many times a day. And you can have more than 1 mini. You could have had 2 minis. That would have been $120. You could have 3 minis. That would have been $180. You could have had, a whole standard lot, which is a standard lot, like I said, is 100,000 units, aka 0.100. And if you trade with MT4, that's what you'll see. That will generate you $600. $600. All right, if you did that on this one move, 60 pips. Doesn't seem like a lot. $600 starts to seem much better. Had you had 10 standard lots, which you can do that. You can do a lot of standard lots. I'm not saying I traded that. I don't necessarily trade that high because I don't have the capital yet and I'm working my way up. You would have made $6,000 off of this one little move. This is a relatively small move in the grand scheme of things. We try to catch big moves. We try to catch actual moves. Like, for instance, this is a 4-hour chart. that whole 15 minutes, that whole chart that I showed you on the 15-minute chart was only this bar, this whole candle here. Let's just say you shorted this. You know, I'm not saying catch the peak. You shorted it down here. This is 8558. You short that all the way down, you know, to here. You're talking about 200 pips. You're talking about on one mini you made $200. On one standard lot you made $2,000. On 10 standard lots you made 20 grand off of this big move. Imagine someone had 50 standard lots, you know, 5 lots of 10 each. You know, that's 100 grand. You know, there's people that are making this money. There's people that are that I haven't made those big numbers. I'm working my way up. I'm finding lots of success, and I'm grateful. I personally know friends of mine that I've seen make $20,000, $30,000 in one day. That might not seem like a lot to you, and if it does, then that can be you as well. If you dedicate your time, if you spend the time reading the charts and analyzing the charts, knowing how it works, and, you know, spending the time dedicated into this. This is a career. This is independence. That's a very, very, very basic, dumbed down version. Again, I want to make videos very quick. I don't want to make like hour-long videos that nobody's gonna click. I'm gonna try to make quick 15-minute videos. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. I'll let you all let me know what you want me to cover. I'm going to get into a lot of things. I'm going to get into Fibonacci. I'm going to get into harmonics. I'm going to get into supply and demand. I'm going to get into support and resistance, moving averages, order blocks. I'm going to explain and stress creating a plan, a trading plan, your own personal trading plan, making rules for yourself, how to control your emotions, the importance of controlling your emotions. I'm going to get into all of these things, all the things that I have gone throughout my time trading. Like I said, I've been trading for 3 years, and I've learned a ton. And, you know, I want to just give back to the community, give back to what I've learned. I know how difficult it was for me to get the information I needed, consolidated into one little area. I'm hoping to be some of that. I have not created any particular trading strategy. Everything that I know, I've done through I've learned through YouTube. I've learned through different videos. I've learned through probably a lot of pirated information that I was not going to pay for. Not that I'm against that, but hey, I'm not charging you. I'm not charging anyone. So it does. I'm all about just trying to be frugal and learn something that a lot of people are not really willing to share, because they think it's going to make them less money. This is a $5 trillion a day market. I'm sure us retail traders, we're considered retail traders. We're not bankers or institutions. We're not affecting the market that vastly. So that's kind of ignorant to think. Again, I'm not trying to get into a spiel. You guys let me know what material you want me to cover, and I will. What you have any more questions, I will gladly answer them. You can put them in the comments. Don't necessarily private message me unless it's something in particular. I'm going to read through this stuff often. Hit like if you can. Hit subscribe. I'm wanting to grow a following. Again, I'm not trying to sell anything. I have no product. It's just a regular guy just trying to put some information out there. More to this. This by far is one of the greatest resources when it comes to learning a overall feel of what Forex is and how it works. This shows you everything. I'm gonna go through a lot of this stuff on my own and just break down the stuff that I think is important and the things that I don't think you necessarily need. I'm just a curious person all around, so I read everything and I've done all my homework. This is a tool that can give you ultimate freedom. You can print money from your phone. I look at these charts on my computer. I take trades on my phone. I go on the move. I live my life. You can do that. You can take a trade from anywhere in the world. You can print money. Your phone can become an ATM to you. Again, I'm not trying to stress the money so much, but you go to work because you need that paycheck. You go to college trying to find a career. I think it's important to find something that you're passionate about. And if freedom is your passion like it is mine, then not having a job is the first step into that freedom. So that's what we're working towards, and that's that.